boobs and penises being flashed on the street. Help.
Help.
Another one.
But does my thing record everybody? If
Yes.
It's coming. Okay.
Yes.
Is Uncle Johnny running this?
Is this thing on?
By the way, if you're wondering what we're doing, we're trying to figure out if we're on or not.
Tell us if you see us or hear us.
Are we on?
I'm going to say 50-50 at this point.
Looks like it.
Okay.
I don't know. Brody just said something. I can't hear a word he's saying.
Oh, he got jokes. Brody got jokes.
What happened?
Thanks, Gandhi.
You're welcome.
There he is.
Oh, now I heard
can
him.
hear All right, well,
It was a joke, Gandhi.
we think we're on. It's the 15-minute morning show podcast, give or take a few minutes. I mean, what's a few minutes amongst friends? Here's Froggy, and there's Scary, and there's Straight Nate, and Danielle, and Scotty B, and Gandhi, and Dave Brody in the den, and there's Garrett. Yep. And I'm your host, Elvira Duran.
Hello.
All right, so we think we're on.
Yeah. No, I think we are. It's a good bet.
It says it's recording.
It's a good, Scary. It's a good bet.
I'll put my money on it.
Okay, good. You do that. All right, where were we? What were we going to talk about here? We had something we wanted to get into.
Someone said something about loud sex.
Yes.
Yeah, well, in New York City, you can actually complain to someone. I think there's a loud sex commission. You can actually complain to. Brody sent me this article, and it has a list of some of the actual complaints, right, Brody?
Yes.
Okay, let's follow up with that yes and give us
Well, okay, but Elvis, in my defense, you said I sent you the article, so I thought you were saying you were going to read it.
No, and I said three times for everyone, can you please pull it up? Did you guys hear me say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
said
No,
you
I know,
wanted to
but- okay,
throw
yes.
it to Brody.
I wanted you to pull it up so I could throw it to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I have it right here. So 311 is the number in New York. It's like a complaint line. And so last year was one of the highest amount of complaints of loud sex that people were upset about. So they, the New York Post printed out some of the voicemails that were left. One of them said, "Help me, there's an orgy going on in the backyard. Boobs and penises being flashed on the street. Help."
Help.
Another one said, "My neighbor was shouting loudly that he is a sexual tyrannosaurus."
Maybe he is.
Okay.
All right, what does
Yeah,
that
but
even mean?
how much can you do with those little arms? I don't know. On December 23rd of last year, somebody said, "My neighbors are singing perverted Christmas carols, and some guy is singing Jingle Bells, while another person is screaming, 'Yes, Daddy, come down my chimney.'"
Wow. Yeah, so these are the complaints. So if you're in New York City, you can dial 311 to complain. Now, you know what? As you know, Brody doesn't live in New York City, but he loves to complain.
Right. Nor do I have sex.
You don't have you don't have 3 digits to call when you have a complaint in Jersey. You don't have a
Well,
complaint
lucky
line.
I live in a house, so I don't hear anybody either in my house or next door making any sex noises.
I'm
I don't have to have
I'm
that
talking about
problem.
complaints in general. I mean, you go to a
Oh.
restaurant, you complain. You go to
No, that's why I do a
auto
podcast.
parts store, you complain. Oh, podcast. Okay, good.
Brody, what was your last
Yeah.
complaint in general, like about anything?
Oh, I had a fight with DirecTV 2 days ago. That was bad. Took
About
me an
what?
hour and a half to get help.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, there's a I'm not going to get into the details, but there's a problem with the app. And so you can't fix the problem on the website. So every time you call DirecTV, they say, "Oh, we have to transfer you to our digital department." But every time they transfer you to your digital department, they actually transfer you to AT&T, their parent company, that wants to help you with your broken phone. So I couldn't get any help with the app, and it was almost till 10 o'clock at night before I finally got someone in Missouri who understood what I was talking about and helped me. But it was a lot of, "Don't transfer me! Don't transfer me!" I'll hold on for transfer, and they would transfer.
Yeah, I know. I hate that.
I bet they're messing with you. If you raise your voice at them, they are on it. I know these customer service people mess with you on purpose.
Yeah, they
have
say
to.
they know. They
Yeah.
can hear it in your voice, and they're like, let's fuck with this guy.
Well, in fairness, the first 3 times I said, "Oh, and do me a favor, please don't transfer me because I don't want the AT&T phone division." "Oh, no, absolutely. We'll get you to the digital help center." Great. And every time. So the 4th guy said,
AT&T.
"Please listen carefully." Yeah. So
Hey,
AT&T needs to sell DirecTV.
Here's my complaint. When I have a problem with my internet, with my whatever, and I try to call my carrier, and they're like, "Well, before we put you through to a live human, have you reset your modem? Yes.
Yes.
I've been resetting modems for 5,000 years. I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
You have to take all the cords out and put them back. I've done that. I wouldn't be
Wait
calling
60
you.
seconds.
Is the button green? Is it blinking
It's like,
green?
it's not working. It's not working.
Did
But
you
they-
check the plug?
So I want to tell them, look, no offense to the other people. I'm advanced when it comes to this.
Yep.
I just know. I know how to fix my thing on my own end. But if it's not on my end, it's on your end. Fix it. And it's just it's an hour process every single time, right, guys?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Done. I'm pissed off.
I had a noise complaint about my apartment, and it's so embarrassing what it was. So I told you guys I'm obsessed with this phone game called Ruzzle. It's a word game. You have to play it with the sound on because that's how you know if you really got the word or not. It makes this little like coin sound like you're in Vegas. So I was up one night just playing, and I got a slam on my wall. Shut the fuck up! I was like, oh, I got busted playing Ruzzle late at night. I'm a loser. Oh my God, how embarrassing. It wasn't sex. I would have rather it been sex, but nope, it was
Is
my
it that
intense
loud?
ruzzling.
Yeah, how loud is
What
it?
is it? It's a coin.
I
you
How
think
said.
thin are your walls?
I think it's more of the thin walls than the loud ruzzle. Because I don't play it that loud, but I immediately put my headphone in and just kind of like curled up in my bed like, oh, this is terrible. Sorry.
Wow, if they can hear that, what else can they hear next
Right.
door?
Apparently my
Exactly.
thoughts, I
Hello,
guess. I don't know.
311. They're having sex, and she sounds like a slot machine when she,
Oh
when
my
she
gosh.
finishes.
A slut machine.
I know.
I've had this neighbor complain against me like
yeah.
nonstop, and she will not quit. She continues to file complaints, and she lives below me. But she seems to think that I have little children running around, and that furniture's being moved, and I'm not even home. I am driving in my car when I get these complaints from the doorman up front. He's like, "Hey, are you home?" I said, "No." I said, "In fact, document that I'm not home, and it cannot be me."
Plus,
Maybe
they
she
should
has
know.
a ghost.
If they knew you, they'd know that any children in your home would be heavily sedated.
Right.
Locked away.
And they'd be banging on the inside of the door to get out, not running
Exactly.
around.
I actually got a sex noise complaint. I think I told you about this. This was years ago in my old apartment here in the city. And it was a note left under my door from my neighbor. And it said, I took a picture of it. It says, "Hello, this is your neighbor in apartment 5F. Would it be possible for you to buy an area rug or a new bed frame? The walls are extremely thin, and suffice to say, I can hear everything. Much appreciated."
Oh, but that was a nice way of telling you.
Yeah.
That
And
was
then she
very
never
nice.
complained. I got an area rug. She never said anything.
What kind of noises are you making when you're having sex?
I don't think guys are supposed to make noise.
Yes, they are. That is a myth. That's nonsense. Nobody wants a silent
I make
nothing
yummy
going on.
noises.
Then you say, "Are you awake? Are you alive?"
Yummy. Whoa, what's a yummy noise? You have to demonstrate.
Like,
Yeah.
Like that.
Make some kind of noise. Don't be silent. That's weird.
Yummy noises.
I love the idea that he went out
creepy.
to the store just to buy a rug. You're like, I'm buying this
I
rug for
had to.
sex.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
your
my
sex-
sex rug.
Your
Sex
sex
rug.
insulation
Put it
rug.
underneath the
Okay,
bed frame.
so speaking of yummy noises, when Scary likes food, he goes, "Oh, so good." Do you do that in bed, Scary? Do you say, "Oh, so good"?
All right, that's nasty. Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
Scary feels violated.
Can we end the podcast
I've never
now?
seen him
Wait.
deflated.
I
You
gotta be
guys-
honest, it's nasty.
I
Thank
told you guys about the weird
Sorry.
sounds at the hotel room the other night. So we're sleeping, and all of a sudden, I hear snoring. So first, I thought it was my husband, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, he's so freaking loud." Then I got up and I walked around. Nobody in the hotel room that we were with was snoring. So now I'm thinking, what the fuck? It was the guy in the next room. He was snoring so fucking loud that it was coming through the wall. And then the
weird.
next morning, Sheldon said, "I put my headphones on because I thought it was you making all that sound." I said, "No, it was the damn guy in the next room. I couldn't sleep a damn wink all night because of him." Piece of
Yikes.
you know what?
Well, he can't help it. He's snoring.
Well,
Yeah, he
let me
is.
tell
The thing
you, whoever he was with.
Hotels
oof.
shouldn't have such paper thin walls.
Yep.
Well, I don't know.
Also, you just said fuck, but you won't say shit.
Why wouldn't I say shit?
You
I'll say
said you
shit.
know what.
I don't know. Whatever. Fuck you.
Go shit yourself, Danielle.
Go shit yourself,
I like
Scotty.
how Scotty B is like the referee for cursing.
Yeah, piece of you know what.
You piece of you
Oh,
know what.
speaking of Danielle, we got a bunch of text messages today about Danielle. They said, "How come she can watch Dr. Pimple Popper squirt out pimple stuff, but she doesn't like to look at mayonnaise?"
Ugh. Because I have to.
Isn't the stuff that comes out of pimples
No,
worse?
no. I have to ingest mayo. It has that smell. And no.
Oh, pus has a smell.
No, I'm not getting that close. Nope.
I'm not talking about this. I'm going to
Can we
listen.
end the podcast? Please.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Did we just end the podcast?
I think we
Bye.
kind of did.
Is it over?
We don't even know if we were on. What's the difference at this point?
We're going to end it with the smell of pus. Really?
If you haven't watched any pimple popping videos it is just satisfaction. I don't know why.
Well, this is a disgusting way to end our podcast.
Well, how do you get it out of the mud?
You got to talk about something pleasant.
Can we go back to scary sex noises?
No.
That's
Oh,
not
never
pleasant.
mind.
That is not pleasant. Bye.
Jesus God.